With the major now upcoming in just a few weeks and the update with the new pass, sticker capsules, souvenir packages, and all the other goodies that come with the major, today I want to talk about the possibility of the market crashing when the major does come around. Specifically, why some people are saying it might happen, what skins and investments might crash, and stuff like that. So as always, be sure to subscribe if you do enjoy, and if you are subbed, be sure to go over and head over to the community tab and enter the giveaway that's up right now. And final thing before we get into it, be sure to check out my sponsor, FreeCash. FreeCash is an easy to use site where you can earn money by completing simple tasks on your PC. If you go to the Earn tab, there's simple surveys you can fill out and mobile games you can play to earn coins, and if you sign up with my link in the description, you also get a free 100 coins to start with. On average, it only takes around 42 minutes until users cash out for the first time, and there's an average of $23 earned a day, which is pretty nuts. I recommend getting started with these short 5 to 10 minute surveys that always give you $1, and you can complete as many as you want a day. So once again, be sure to start making some easy money today with that link in the description and get started with a free 100 coins. But for now, let's get right into the video. So what's this talk about a market crash? Let's give a broad description of it first. Well, there's a couple reasons why people think the market is going to crash, but it all boils down to there being new items in the game that you can buy in bulk, aka sticker capsules, souvenir packages, which you should be able to buy, as if you remember last major, I know it was a while ago, you could purchase souvenir token coins and buy whichever package you want. So definitely something players are going to be looking at as an investment and potentially spending a lot of money on. And then of course we have the major viewer pass, which is going to be an item a lot of players are going to want as well. And just like we saw this time around with a lot of players selling their old investments, whether it be expensive skins, cheap skins, whatever, new investments, old investments, literally anything, everything on the Steam market took a huge crash when Operation Riptide got released, because there's of course a star system that's pretty much gambling if we're going to be honest. You can test your luck by buying stars to get sick Operation skins in the new collections, or trying to get the Glock Emerald. So because of this, we've got a lot of players thinking that another crash is coming with the major, as it happened this time around and we've got a similar system with the major most likely. So why won't we see one again, or why will we? Also, keep in mind that we will most likely see a 75% off sale like we always do with sticker capsules in the major. So if you think that there's going to be a crash right away when this update drops, there could very well be a second one when that sale comes around, but we're going to debunk all that in a second. Historically, let's look at some data. Does it show that there's even going to be a crash in the first place, or is everybody just panicking for no reason? Well, let's look at the price trend of the breakout case compared to both the initial RMR capsule release date and the 75% off sale. The reason I'm not using the major is because it happened so long ago, and I just feel like using the RMR sticker update is going to be a more accurate representation of it, as they are sticker capsules and they are of course going to be the main thing bought during majors in huge bulk. So I figure it's a fair comparison either way. The reason I use breakout cases is because they're a fairly inexpensive investment that you can sell in bulk, and they're also something you could reasonably sell in bulk to stock up on these new capsules if you kind of want to just trade out your investments, as you made some money from breakout cases already ideally. We'll look at some more expensive options after this besides a breakout case, but that's what we're going to start with. So on January 27th, the initial date of the RMR capsules being released in game, we didn't really see anything that notable. Just a small dip in price right when the update came out, just for it to recover a few hours later. Nothing really too crazy or worth panicking over. Also, this site I'm using is called pricestalker.eu for this, because it does show the graphs a lot better than the Steam market, just in case you were wondering. But back on track. Let's move on to April 6th, when the capsules went on sale, and now we're starting to see some more results. The breakout case had a huge dip initially when the update dropped, overall losing about 10% in value after the initial panic, which honestly in the CSGO market isn't really anything too crazy, but it is something that happened. They also did quickly recover after, but conditions this time aren't the same as they were last time, as we have a ton more cases listed on the market after the release of this operation, because as I mentioned earlier, Lots of people are already selling these cases for stars to buy during this operation, so we've got an influx of them on the market right now, which has already caused price drops. So let's take a look at a quote-unquote higher tier item, the Op Asimov, a skin that definitely got affected by the RMR capsules, but not in the way you might think. On the day of release, January 27th, we see a pretty substantial 10% dip again. The reason I say it's substantial with the Op Asimov and not Breakout case is because the Op Asimov is somewhat of a liquid skin that isn't really going to see drops like this too often. There's not really a reason for a ton of people to be selling their Op Asimovs at the same time. But this 10% dip is presumably because people are selling these for the highest buy order on the market to open capsules right away or just buy capsules if they didn't realize they were going to go on sale, which makes sense. And they were kind of hovering around that range for a few days before continuing their trend upwards. And we really see something similar happen on April 6th when these capsules go 75% off. A very notable dip with the Op Asimov that lasts for a few days before they start recovering in price again. But obviously nothing really substantial, nothing world ending, and nothing you really have to worry about if you're a long-term investor or even like medium-term investor for a couple months. Because for the upcoming major, if we see the same trend this time around, as prices did recover quickly, but you can definitely expect to see a bit of a dip when the major update and sale do come around. So I'd say if you do plan on buying a ton of capsules, number one, don't buy them before they go off their 75% sale, but if you plan on buying them as an investment, selling your investment cases, skins, whatever it may be, might be a better idea to do before the dip that comes the day of the update. But you do have to keep in mind we are just coming off the operation dip in price in all skins as well. So just holding on and spending your own real money on sticker capsules and all that stuff that comes with the operation should just be a fine option as well. And it's what I plan on doing, as I don't want to sell any of my investments, especially operation skins during this time. As I've mentioned already, I think they're great long-term investments, and selling off the dip we got at the beginning of this operation is kind of just a bad move in my opinion. I mean, now that we have a new operation that shows old operation skins weren't being reused, why would you sell them now? Now you really just need to be patient, because that was a question we were asking before this operation drop that kind of determined the price of a lot of these skins. Are they going to be reused in this operation? What's going to happen? So that is something to keep in mind, and I do recommend holding all operation skins from the past. So overall, that's just all my thoughts for the upcoming major and what you should be expecting when it comes to prices dipping and everything like that based on past trends. As always, just my own opinion backed on as much research as I can do, so I hope this does help you out, but I am not a fortune teller or a man from the future, so I cannot predict everything exactly. But if you did feel like this video was helpful, leaving a like and subscribing would help me out a ton. But for now, I think that does wrap it up for this video, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.